Want to make it very clear to our viewers that this report that you're showing us and you're talking about specifically says there are no findings of fact. So we want to be very clear on that for right now.
That's right.
Right. So now I also want to take us back because this was a big day. January 21st, 2020 or 2021, this year, Trudeau-Payette, just days ago, releasing this following statement. And I want you to take us back to this day as well after I read the statement from Trudeau-Payette. She said, and I quote via statement, "Tensions have arisen at Rideau Hall over the past few months, and for that, I am sorry. While no formal complaints or official grievances were made during my tenure, which would have immediately triggered a detailed investigation as prescribed by law and the collective agreements in place, I still take these allegations very seriously. We all experience things differently, but we should always strive to do better and be attentive to one another's perception." So now, when I reread that statement for you from the 21st of January, just days ago, Evan, I'm curious, what's going through your mind when you hold on to that red-hot report?
Well, a couple things. That's a remarkable statement from the Governor General. And there's a line in there that is absolutely radioactive, and I'm going to get to it when she says we all experience things different. That is a line the Prime Minister used when he was under allegations of harassment from about 25 years ago. And he had said we all experience things differently. The Governor General has taken a line that has been widely and publicly associated with the Prime Minister and used it in her own statement. That is a stunning trolling of the Prime Minister. It shows that there is it almost is mocking him. It is shocking that she would include that line in her defense. Now, she says there was no formal complaints, and that's absolutely true. I only contrast the line here in the report from Quintet, which says the internal mechanisms, where they study the internal mechanisms to deal with workplace complaints. That's a title here. And the only line that's unredacted, not blacked out, is many participants raise concerns regarding the internal mechanisms of the Office of the Governor General to deal with complaints in the workplace. In other words, on one hand, the Governor General said, well, there were no formal complaints, and the independent report said, well, there weren't because they didn't trust the complaints procedure. So perhaps they didn't utilize it. Again, these are allegations. There are no formal complaints. But in this independent report, paid for by not just the taxpayer, but the government, that the Governor General welcomed, it is quite clear that for the entire span of her time as the Governor General, there were severe allegations of harassment, toxicity, poison, a massive staff turnover, and a distrust that anyone would have accountability, and the staff did not want to utilize the internal mechanisms of the Office of the Governor General. So not only is that shocking, but again, I just go back to that trolling statement. I have no idea at this moment the relationship between Trudeau-Payette and the Prime Minister. But anybody on Parliament Hill and outside of it who watches politics saw that she used that line, and that was clearly a reference to the Prime Minister and a trolling of the Prime Minister. And it certainly does say that it is not surprising that, as sources have told me, there's concerns about what legal situations may come out of the release of this report. But this is poison now. There has been a poisoning inside Rideau Hall that has led to this resignation. And Trudeau-Payette's apology, I'm sorry, for these people who have worked for 3 years in this environment, if this Quintet report is accurate, is probably not enough for them. And the Prime Minister said they deserve a safe and healthy work environment.
Right.
This is the definition and the description of the absolute opposite.
Okay. Big news coming out of Ottawa with respect to the former Governor General of Canada, Trudeau-Payette. And Evan, once again, we do want to highlight for our viewers, the report specifically says no findings of fact. These are allegations not proven in court. But thank you so much for going through that report with a fine-tooth comb for us tonight. Appreciate it.